Hello students, KTHM College, Nasik, Department of Political Science, class FYBA, FYBCom and BSc. So students, we have introduced ourselves with the subject democracy, election and governance. So we have done with our uh, first unit. Now we are going to start a second unit, that is decentralization. So in that the subtopic Indian tradition of decentralization, we are going to study on that. Okay students, so let we will start now. So students, we are going to start with the second unit, that is decentralization. In that the Indian tradition of decentralization we will see. So, decentralization is popularly known as a panchayati raj in India. So, panchayati raj institutes have been considered as as instrument of socio-economic transformation in rural India. So, decentralization of power to the panchayat is seen as a mean of empowering people and involving them in decision making process. Okay. So, local governments, being closer to the people, can be more responsive to local needs and can make better use of resources. The democratic system in a country can be ensured only if there is a mass participation in the governance. So, students, therefore, we will say that the system of democratic decentralization, popularly known as Panchayati Raj, is considered as an instrument to ensure democracy and socio-economic transformation. So, from the ancient time to the Mughal period, in that ancient times, Mughal period, villages were there. So, the villages body were the part of administration. After that, in the British period, our villages remain backward and they lack all the essentials of civilized existence. They did not have means accurate communications, then public health, then medical aid, good education facilities and all other things that a modern man needs as the essential of his life or her life. So in the independent India, the role of a local self government, it's acquired a new significance. So we will see that how decentralization means, in our words, that panchayati raj, it is very important because it is a local government, and from our villages we have to start our welfare of the people as a whole, according to in the means of communication, after that public health, medical aid and good education facilities. So decentralization, it's a new significance for the modern man, we will say, and its needs. Okay. After that we will see one definition given by LD White. So it says that sharing or transfer of administrative power, authority and responsibility from the higher to the lower level. Okay. So in short he is saying that the transferring, or we will see the decentralization or separation of a power or authority or responsibility from the top or the lower level. Okay. So this is the meaning of decentralization. So in the decentralization we will see some aspects of that. The first one is panchayat raj in India. So, in the Indian context, decentralization is, we know as, it is popularly known as the Panchayati Raj. So, the Panchayati Raj system has long roots in India. Its history can be tracked from the times of, we will say, ancient, immemorable times. So, decentralization has kept its promises as far as strengthening to the democracy at the national level, and as well as the central government's promise in favor of rural development. So it has therefore contributed towards moving away from the bias towards the urban areas in matters of development to better management of the coordination of integrate rural development projects and ensuring their sustainability. So decentralization has reduced poverty, which results from regional disparities in paying more interest to the attendant socio-economic factors in the facilitating the gradual interest in the developing efforts. So it's very important that this decentralization is contemporary phenomenon belonging to the period of globalization. So panchayati raj institutes the grass units of local uh, so students is the panchayat raj is the institute that grass units of local civil means self government have been considered as an instrument of socio-economic transformation in the rural India. So involvement of people at grassroots level is important means of bringing the socio-economic development. Panchayati Raj is identified as institutional expression of democratic decentralization in India. So decentralization of power to the panchayats is seen as a means of empowering people and involving them in decision making process, local governments being closer to the people and be more responsible to the local needs. So it's the panchayat raj in India. Okay, so it's when we will start from the bottom of every means model, the base is very strong. So it's very important to start our welfare of our society from the village itself. So at the national level we have the development very very clear and very amazing. Okay, after that the British panchayat. Okay, in that period, how was the panchayat raj, the decentralization? So in the British period, our villages were there, it remained backward and they lacked all the essentials of civil existence. They did not have the uh, means perfect communications and suggestions on the public health, medical aid, good education facilities, and all other things that a modern man needs as essential of life. So British came to India as a trader, we know all that, and before long establishment and inroad into a cultural of the land, the primary focus of the British Raj was much to do with the trade and little to do with the governance of the development. So local government was hardly their first priority. Okay, the British means the British when came to in India as a trader. So they when they came, they focus firstly they have focused to the trading and the next means the primary focus was there was on the panchayati raj. Okay, and the governance and the development. So the local governments were hardly their first priority. During the British rule, the panchayati systems was disreputed for that means the exploitations and interest. The British replaced the village as a basic unit of administration and distributed its old age socio-economic complications and changed the land settlements pattern. In the place of village panchayat, the British rule enacted its own administrative structure in which the district was the basic unit of the administration. Okay, so this is all we know about the British periods, how the decentralization was practiced, and how British focused on the we can say that how British focused and gave the priority to the uh, panchayati raj and the villages. Okay, so after that The third point is Mahatma Gandhi and decentralization. So, according to Mahatma Gandhi has given us many terms, many values, many morals, and which many pillars. His four pillars were there. But except from that four pillar, we will see that decentralization was the most important. So. Gandhiji maintained that the blood of the village is the cement with which the defects of the cities is built. I want this blood that is today inflecting the arteries of the cities to run once again in the blood vessels of the villages. So his appeal was for radical decentralization and liberalization of the village from exploitation. The village is the fundamental unit of the development of our country and the state, because the root has to be strong for the growth of the tree. So Gandhiji was a person that he gives the example, very simple example, which gives a very big and valuable morals to us. So Gandhiji advocated that India lives in her in villages. Indian independence must begin at the bottom, thus making every village a republic or panchayat enjoying full powers. He remarked that true democracy can be worked between 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from the below by the people of every village. This dream led to the inclusion of the Article 40 in the directive principle of the state policy of Constitution of India, almost after the decades of the independence. So how important is view of Mahatma Gandhi to the decentralization? Okay, in the year of 1993, the government of India took a revolution step by making Panchayat Raj institutes as a part of a constitution. Okay, in 1993, so India has a long tradition of local governments going back to more than 4,000 years. These institutes are survived numerous political changes and upheavals in the ancient and medieval periods. Still the advert of the British Raj. With the coming of the colonial administration, the patterns of the working of local bodies and it marked varied changes. So students, this decentralization is we will say it is a bottom thing, but if our basic is strong, then the whole building we are building, whole building which we are going to build will be very much strong. And the decentralization we will, it will be helpful for the globalization, liberalization, many models. It is very important. So okay students, that's all in the decentralization. Okay, students, we have done with our topic, that is decentralization. In next lecture, we are going to see the uh, uh, means the terms of the post independence, means how Panchayat Raj came in the existence, and what were the committees which were formed for the Panchayati Raj. Okay, thank you, students.